Nice to meet everyone, and thank you so much for this opportunity. We're really, really excited. And for those of you who have no idea who we are, if you're not familiar with our faces, my name's Anton. This is Irina. And just to give you a little background on what we're going to do today, I know a lot of you are in the unknown, and that's really what this is all about, trusting that everything's going to unfold exactly how it's supposed to be. I think so many times we look for structure to have some type of, I don't know, confidence or certainty, but really the magic happens when you surrender to the flow. So we're super excited for this opportunity. Just to give you a little bit of background about myself and Irina, I, since I was young, since I was about 14, 15 years old, I was really a seeker of truth, trying to figure all this out. When I was 14, I had extremely horrible anxiety, had panic attacks for almost every single day for over a year. At that time, anxiety, mental health, all this stuff wasn't as common as it is today. And I didn't know what to do, didn't know where to go. I thought something was wrong with my brain. I thought something was wrong with my heart. I had no idea what was going on. So what naturally happened was it took me down a really interesting course to try to discover who I was and who I am, what the heck is going on with me. So I went down the traditional route, talked to a therapist, tried to tell her what was going on, but it didn't help. It wasn't until I started dabbling in things with like changing my diet, practicing meditation, and then that eventually brought me to where I am today, many years later, which is something called breathwork. And for me, when I discovered breathwork, it was the first time in my life when I did my first session where I actually felt complete relief, where I actually felt calm for the first time in a very long time. Like I said, when I was young, I had the panic attacks, but as I got older, the anxiety, I was able to heal from the severe anxiety, but I still had this like kind of micro anxiety that was still controlling my life. And I didn't realize until after breath work that every decision, every relationship, everything about my life revolved around making my decisions from fear. And we always have two choices to make decisions based out of love or based out of fear. Well, when you realize your entire life, every decision you made was because of this underlying anxiety, it's kind of like you have this like loss of identity. Like, who the heck am I? Mm-hmm. My whole life has been around this thing. So that happened, and it took me on an amazing journey to be in front of all you today and so many others. We've done this for thousands of people across the world at this point, and it's changed my life, Irina's lives, and thousands of others.
Yes, thanks for sharing that, babe. And my story is very similar. I started working at a very young age. My mom was diagnosed with cancer, and it just so happened that both parents were at different hospitals at the same time. And I was 15 at the time, a rookie driver. And I don't know why, but I took it upon myself to make sure that things are going to turn out okay, so that bills are going to be paid and everything. But one job, which was Starbucks at the time, wasn't enough to pay all the bills. So I got two more. And I didn't realize to deal with all that pain, I just became a workaholic. So I was constantly working. I had three jobs, going to school full time, and that was my way of avoiding pain. And as my mom was going through her procedures, what happened is I went to Whole Foods one time, and there was a book called Nutritional Healing. And I thought, what? You read a book that answers all your questions about headaches, anxiety, cancer. So I kept like testing my mom with every food that I can possibly find in the book to help her heal. And then from a library, I bought a book called Living the Life That You Love. And my goal was to learn all the techniques and everything I can do to help my mom better her life, since she was in so much emotional and physical pain. And that put me on a journey of rediscovering myself. I know I was trying to help my mom, but in the process, I ended up helping myself, because I learned the power of eating clean. I learned the power of slowing down, meditation, and growing yourself inside out. And the first time I ever tried a meditation, if any of you have tried, I'm sure you have, You know, you close your eyes, focus on your breath. This is very basic for beginners. And you just try to focus on your breath the entire time, right? And then think of things you're grateful for. For someone that's a workaholic and has a long to-do list that's like the Bible, I didn't have time to slow down. So I would sit there and go over my to-do list. But what happened eventually, my intuition kept speaking with me. It was like, try this version, try this. And that's how I was introduced to breath work. And breath work it's something that you already do every single day without realizing. And instead of me telling you to sit there and focus on your breath, I tell you to breathe with me and breathe fast. Like, you know, when you go for a run, what do you have to do? You have to breathe faster so that you can have enough oxygen so it can keep up with your speed. Your body can keep up with you, right? When you go underwater, you hold your breath. Why? So that you don't pass out. You don't start coughing and sneezing, right? And when you hold your breath underwater, there's like a split second where you seem to see things clearly. Breathwork is a combination of all these things. And when you combine all of it together, it's a beautiful flow that takes you on a journey within yourself where you re-see the magic that's already within you. And so that's what ended up happening with myself. The more I practiced this breath work, the things that I learned through the power of your breath, it was like peeling the layers of an onion. The louder my intuition got, and the louder my intuition got, the more I was comfortable in who I am and who I'm becoming. And so Anton and I just went on this journey of making sure that as many people as we can to get this message out to, because it's truly life-changing. And it's nothing insane. All you have to do is just trust and breathe with us. And that's my story. And we're so excited to be here with all of you today.
Yeah. So I know we're not necessarily about technique, and flow is really where we want to get with this breath. So the beautiful thing about it is when you, I guess, initiate the technique, what happens is after about 5 minutes, it starts to become automatic and your mind gets out of the way. You're more into your body and into your subconscious mind. And it's actually scientifically proven after 7 minutes of doing the breath, we're going to show you guys that your frontal cortex, the activity starts to slow down and you start to get into your limbic brain, emotional brain, where fear is held, trauma is held, emotions are held. And when you can get there, things start to change. You're no longer viewing your life through like the analytical processes most people go through. You're viewing your life and yourself, more importantly, through a whole different lens. You see yourself through a new level of consciousness because you're embodying a greater level of who you are deep down. So a lot of times when you're doing this breath, you can get, a bunch of different things can happen. I guess we don't have to get too into the nitty gritty, but some just, I guess, ideas that could come up, some things that could happen is number one, you could get lightheaded. That's very, very common. Number two, you could have tingly sensations. Some people get it on their face. Some people get it in their hands, in their feet, in their legs. Some people get it in their chest area. Do not worry, you're not having a heart attack. We've had so many people think they're having a heart attack. Again, I was one of these people, of course, because you guys know my background of the underlying anxiety, always thinking something's wrong. But this is all normal parts of this process. The third, and probably not going to happen in this session, but it could. So I'll just let everyone know and just give you a forewarning in case it does. It's nothing to worry about. Your hands can actually cramp. So this is very common in breath work. All the kind of energy and blood is leaving your extremities. So, and there's a massive change in the carbon dioxide levels in your body. And you're really, it's not quite like it's a controlled hyperventilating, but it's controlled. You're inducing it. So if at any moment you get uncomfortable, you get, anxiety or whatever, you can slow down. But before you slow down, I want to encourage you to push past where you would usually stop. We always hear it on the other side of our fear is freedom. That's actually true. That is actually so true. And if you're someone who's struggled with anxiety or any of this stuff, or maybe you have some pain from your past, like we all do, breathwork can stir a lot of this up. You're getting deep into your body. And as we know, the issues are in the tissues. So your body stores all the trauma, whether your brain remembers it or not, your body remembers it. So when you start to do this deep breathing, what can happen is you can cry, you can laugh, you can laugh uncontrollably, you can cry uncontrollably. Some people have the urge to yell and to scream. And I'm going to the extremes just so you're aware if this happens to you, it's all part of the process. So the big thing here is you want to observe. You want to just simply breathe in and out through the mouth. We're going to take the breath into our stomach, into our chest, into our head, then we're going to let it go. So I'm just going to do a few with you, and then we're going to actually take you guys on a guided journey. So put your hand on your stomach, put your hand on your heart. And I want you to feel the air entering into your stomach. We'll just start with the stomach. So in through the mouth, out through the mouth, into your stomach.
And your stomach might be expanding like a baby breathing. When babies breathe, their stomachs expands because there's no resistance to it. They're not trying to hold tight to their breath. It's a very gentle flow. It's almost like a dance. So trust that your breath will do the right thing.
Mm-hmm. So feel your stomach rising and let it go. Let's do one more. And the key here is without forcing, you want to take the breath as deep as possible. Now, the second step, you're going to feel your stomach rise, then you're going to feel your chest rise. So let's do it. So you can almost feel it's like the air is lifting into your chest, and then you let it go. And then let's do it again. Stomach, chest, let it go. Now, what you're going to notice is the air just naturally falls out. You're not forcing it out. That's the key. You just want to let it go. There's, like I said, there's not really too much to this. You're just in and out, in continuous. A lot of people will breathe in, they'll pause. That's not what you want to do. You want to breathe in. As soon as it reaches the top, you let it go, you bring it to the bottom. As soon as the air is all out of the lungs, you bring it back. And the way I make sense of it in my brain is it's a circular motion. It's this beautiful flow, this beautiful dance. And like I said, after about 5 to 7 minutes, when your frontal activity starts to slow down and you start getting into deeper parts of your brain, you're not even going to remember you're doing this flow. It's just going to be happening. Some people are going to be faster. Some people are going to be slower. But just go with what your body feels. If you feel anything happening, I promise you it's normal. And again, you want to push past your limitations. You want to get a little bit uncomfortable because that's the unknown. That's what we're all seeking. That's what everything's about. So if you're trying to stay here and you're in your own box, you're not going to get something great from this experience. And we did an event where there was about 3,000 people doing this. It was a virtual event right when, the whole COVID thing happened. And it was crazy because it was our first time really doing this virtual. We usually do it in person. We had a few events and stuff like that, but it was virtual. So we had no idea what was going to happen. We've never led this many people. It was our biggest event. And after it, we literally received hundreds of emails. I'm not under exaggerating, hundreds of emails from people talking about how this simple deep breathing for, some time just absolutely shifted them. People having more relief in their life than they've ever had in their entire life. Someone getting closure from the first time from their mom who passed away when they were a kid. People feeling just so calm and grounded in their bodies. And, right now with everything happening in the world, it's so easy to live in fear. We live in that constricted place and we forget to breathe. It's like Irina said, a baby breathes through its stomach because it's, the fear hasn't built up yet, it hasn't locked up. It's not trying to fight or flight or hide or run or anything. It's just being, it's just breathing. So we're going to bring you back to that place today. And we're going to take you on a beautiful journey. We're going to be playing some music, and we just want you to surrender to this. Trust this process. The beautiful thing about breathwork is we're not like a guru or gurus or anything like that. The breath is your teacher. The breath will show you what you need to see. You're just getting out of the way, and the breath is the tool to unlock your subconscious mind, to unlock higher understandings of what your life's truly about. So with that, we're going to get started. We're going to turn off our camera while we're doing this, just so we can, get in our zone. And we just want you guys to find a comfortable space to lie down, and we're just going to breathe. Okay.
I have one question. Hello.
Yeah.
Is it okay to breathe, inhale on the nose, or you have to inhale out?
The entire time. So the point of this is that the entire time you're going to be breathing through your mouth.
Yeah.
The inhales and the exhales. With your inhale, you want your breath to be passionate. A lot of times, like Anton said, when you guys are stressed, the first thing that slows down or almost stops is your breath, because you're in fear. So this time I want you to breathe for all the times that you didn't have the courage to breathe deeply. With that being said, breathe through your mouth, exhale through your mouth the entire time. Think of ocean waves. They flow, they come and go without any force, without any resistance. So your breath in, let it be passionate. Let it cleanse your entire mind and your body. And your exhale, let it just flow. I was telling Anton today, it came to me in my morning meditation. In my opinion, the spiritual meaning of trust, or the spiritual meaning of confidence, is trust. So when you trust that you're being guided, when you trust that you're here today for a specific reason, that portrays your confidence in the world. So I want you to be confident that you know how to do this, because you have been doing this. It's the reason why you're here today. And enjoy this process, trust, and we will see you on the other side.
Anton, Irina, I just wanted to confirm that if they cannot lie down, they can be in their chairs, yes?
Yes.
They can be in a chair. Just make sure it's a chair that they can kind of lean back. Sometimes if you're doing this breath and you're kind of getting into a deeper state, it's so rare, but just in case, you could fall over, it's all possible. So if they have a comfortable chair where there's arms and they're leaning back, and that's all fine too. So we just want to take precautions. A ton of people do it sitting up, but we really recommend laying down if you can.
And another thing, if you need to use the restroom or drink water, please do that now, so that during the session, you're not getting out, and because it'll be easy to make an excuse like, oh, I need water. No, not allowed, not during the session. Don't get yourself out of that mindset that you tried so hard to put yourself in that calm state. So that's why we encourage you not to do any of those things during the session.
Okay,
all right.
So place where you are physically supported, everyone, okay? Thank you.
Okay, amazing.
All right. Make sure you're in it.
Give me 1 second, guys. Just turning on the music.
All right, everybody. So get in a comfortable position, laying down or sitting safely, and let's start breathing together. Breathe in through your mouth and exhale. Take the breath from your stomach to your heart, to your head, and exhale. Allow your breath to flow. It's a circular breathing technique. You're not forcing the breath in, you're not forcing the breath out. All you need to do is just surrender to your breath. Have confidence that you know how to do this. Just focus on your breathing. Keep going. Allow your inhales to hydrate your soul, hydrate you for all the times that you were afraid to breathe. So just focus on your breath, let go of all distractions, and keep breathing with us. You're doing so good.
Stay with that breath, in and out. Take the breath deep into your stomach, into your chest, and let it go. And as soon as the air reaches the bottom, you bring it back up to the top. No forcing, just flowing. The key here is to breathe the entire time. Stay with that breath, in and out. Take the air deep into your stomach and into your chest, and then let it go. Keep breathing. Lightheadedness, tingling sensations, cramping hands. It's all normal. Breathe through it. On the other side is something new. And just keep going. In and out. Deeper and fuller. In a circular motion. No pausing. Starting to feel the life force in your body. Maybe it's in your hands, in your chest. Maybe it's in your face. It's always there. Just now becoming more aware of it, and directing it, guiding it.
Allow your every breath in take you a little more deeper into yourself. With every inhale, allow your breath to guide you and show you exactly what it is you need to see today. Believe in the magic, in the synchronicities that you have been guided to. Just trust this process and allow your breath, this inner wisdom, this inner guide, to show you what it is you need to see, feel, and let go. take advantage of this beautiful gift, your breath, and honor it and say thank you with breathing even deeper and letting go with every exhale, trusting that you're going to breathe in again. Allow there to be a beautiful dance, a flow with all your inhales and exhales. And go on the adventure within yourself. If memories from the past are coming up, take a deep breath in and let them go. If there is something on your mind that may be overwhelming you or making you happy, just allow your breath to show you why it is that that's there. Your breath is your teacher, your guide, the healer that's within you. So trust in your breath and allow it to do its job. And all you need to do is just allow it to flow and trust in the process. Trust in yourself. You may feel tingling sensations in your hands, in your head, and your body. Just know it's all part of the process. It's your body dancing and letting go of things that have been held up in...
Hey there, family. Dr. Eric and Jillian here.
Welcome, everyone.
And we're very excited about Reconnective Life, our first online global community. This is the most exciting way we've been able to get together since I founded the Reconnection. It'll be a place where we can do things together. We'll move into breakout rooms at times when that's appropriate. We'll have energy interactions and meditations and exercises. In other words, expect things you haven't seen before.
You are so charged.
Things
He is so lit about every new way we get to be together every day. Just be together. Let us just speak a little bit about what is going to be the shape of this community.
In this community, we can share and discover more. Here we can talk to each other, we can chat, we can learn from and about one another. Jillian, me, our life leaders, and you will be in daily conversation with you. Weekly, we will have Facebook Lives.
We will be with you every Wednesday. Sometimes it'll be just Eric. On occasion, it might just be me. Sometimes it'll be the two of us. It's all about giving you a way to look at the week living in the frequencies.
And in every fourth week, we will include a live Q&A so we can talk about things that have been coming up for us, discuss back and forth, share, grow, expand together.
And the ever-growing library of content that has been created over 20 years that will be on demand for you. It will be on-demand content for you to view, enjoy, share again with your inner circle.
And monthly, we are going to have live Zoom retreats. We're going to bring in some exercises and experiences and things that previously we've reserved for our physical retreats, you know, when we were in the different location resorts and things, and we're modifying them so that we can work with these with you in your home, in your living room, in your den.
Put into the chat line, what is facility?
We're having these weekly Zoom in-depth Q&As.
Finally, we have a place and space to just define what does that really mean living in the frequencies.
This is something that is in all of us.
Everyone can do this.
It doesn't matter how many levels you've gone through or how well you know the programs. It's a community that allows us to recognize how interrelated we all are as receivers of energy, light, and information.
See you there.
Reconnective Life, living in the frequencies every day.